Hello, everybody. I hope you are having a great weekend. Today, it's the 6th of December, and we are slowly heading to the Christmas celebration. But I thought it's also important to talk about a good topic, which is why people always expect things to be hard. Haven't you noticed that you always expect things to be hard? And I'm not saying that I have never expected things to be hard, but I'm just saying it's kind of being the DNA of everybody. They expect things to be hard. And I can tell you, there are many reasons why people expect things to be hard. The first reason is the risk aversion. People don't like risk and the fear of the unknown. So risk aversion and the fear of the unknown is one of the main reasons why people expect things to be hard. Because if we are going to do something in the future, we have no idea how it's going to work out and how it's going to unfold. So we always want to put a margin of buffer to expect that maybe it's going to work or it's not. It's going to work. So we mostly, predominantly, focus on expecting that it's not going to work. So therefore, it's a big risk for us, because if I expect that it's not going to work out because I am uncertain about the future, so I expect also to face risk. The second reason why we expect things to be hard is how our society culture, our background, how we grew up. We grew up in an environment where everything we heard from our parents, our siblings, our friends, everybody that is around us talk about how hard is life, how hard are things. Everybody keep telling you, you need to work hard. Nothing come to you for free. In South Africa, we have the expression, there is nothing for mahala. So there is this society culture that everything that you need to do, you expect it to be hard. The third thing will be the fear of failure. People fear failure. So they prepare themselves by expecting that things will be hard. And therefore, if it happened that things get so easily, then it's a win. But if it doesn't happen that things go smoothly, therefore, since I already prepare myself for the worst, I am okay. The other things that stop people from that push people to expect the hard is because they don't want to challenge themselves. They don't want to go out of the comfort zone. They don't want to face the true potential, because people are trying to protect themselves. So they protect themselves by hiding behind the reason that things will be hard. Imagine people can spend for many years their life working for a certain employer while they are miserable. But because they expect things to be hard, the marketplace to be hard, they don't push themselves out and try something new. And honestly, I relate to that. I even have a good story about that. I think last year when I was visiting my young brother in the US, I think during my visit, he actually asked me if I could go for a cold plunge. And I immediately responded to him, no, this must be hard. Why should I put myself under so much pressure, and why do I have to suffer? And he told me, no, but it's not that bad. I mean, you just spend like 3 or 4 minutes in cold water. The first time can be challenging, but as you keep doing it, you will get used to it. But my friend, the idea of just plunging in a cold ice or cold water, I just say, no, this is not for me. And I refuse. And I came back in South Africa and I inquire about the cold plunge quietly. And I even paid for my first code plunge, but I didn't go. I didn't go because I was expecting things to be hard. And for almost a year, I didn't do it. And this year, when I went to see my brother again because he was celebrating his 50th birthday anniversary, he asked me again, do you want to go for a code plunge? And I say, I hesitate. And then my brother's wife, because she's also a coach and she knows that I'm a coach, she reminded me that you have to leave what you are teaching to your people. So try to do something that you've never done before. And I accepted the challenge. And I went and I did my first code plunge. Guess what? I felt so good. So actually the idea that it will be hard got removed from my mind. The next day, I asked again my brother to go for the same code plunge. And the first time, I think I did like 1 minute or 2 minutes. The next time I did 3 minutes. And then when I came back in South Africa, I made it a practice. So quite often I go for a cold plunge. I will spend 10 minutes in cold water. And today it's no longer hard. But I just want to give you this example so you understand that most of the time, the expectation that we have of things, it will define how we behave, how we act. And if we don't expect great things, we're probably going to stay stuck where we are. So anytime we want to do something that we've never done, let's try a different approach. The first things that I would advise you to do, you need to be aware of every situation where you have a tendency to tell yourself that it's going to be hard. So you have to catch yourself literally saying that. Once you catch yourself, you stop it. You learn now that instead of saying that this task will be hard, you say this task will help me to grow and become a better version of myself. Or this task will not be hard, but this task will rather help me to learn a new skill. And then the second step is to learn to reframe every situation where you tend to say that it's hard. Just like I said, reframing by changing the narrative, using positive word so you can empower yourself. And the third thing is to take action, because nothing will happen without action. And how would you know that whatever I want to do is actually hard? Is by trying. So you need to take action. You can break down those actions into small steps that are digestible to you and then start doing it. As you keep doing it, you're gonna get the momentum. It's just like somebody who want to run a marathon. He will never run a marathon of 90 kilometers in one day. He will have to start by running probably 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 5, 10, and then increase as the time goes on. So it's all about understanding that we would rather expect great things, not that things will be hard. That will help us to be a better version of ourselves. That will help us to grab any challenge that comes to us. That will help us to grow. And like I've been saying, the world needs a better version of you. Your wife needs a better version of you. Your friend needs a better version of you. Your colleague, your business partner, all of them need a better version of you. So choose to expect great things, not to expect that things will be hard. Thank you.